How much do you really know about the dairy industry? The milk in your coffee? The cheese on your pizza? Where does it come from? Today, we're going to shed some light on the hidden reality of the dairy industry. Picture this. A newborn calf, barely able to stand on its wobbly legs, is taken away from its mother. If it's a male, it's often destined for veal farms, seen as a byproduct since it can't produce milk. This heartbreaking separation is not just a one-off event, it's a routine practice. The cows are left in a state of constant grief as their calves are taken away year after year. But the cruelty doesn't stop there. Dairy cows are subjected to relentless milking schedules, pushing their bodies beyond their natural limits. Imagine being forced to produce 10 times more than what's natural for you. It's a taxing ordeal that leads to numerous health problems and a drastically shortened lifespan. Now, let's connect the dots between the dairy and beef industries. Once a dairy cow's milk production declines, she is often sent to the slaughterhouse, becoming part of the very beef industry we might think we're avoiding by choosing dairy. It's a grim chain of exploitation that binds these two industries together. The reality is that the dairy industry treats animals as mere commodities, exploiting them for profit. The glass of milk on your table comes at a much higher cost than you might think. It's a cost paid by the animals who endure a lifetime of suffering, by our environment bearing the brunt of pollution and deforestation, and by our health as we consume products laden with hormones and antibiotics. But don't lose hope. There's a way out of this cycle of cruelty and destruction, and that's by choosing veganism, a lifestyle that respects all forms of life and seeks to minimize harm. It's a beacon of hope in a world where profit often trumps compassion. So, let's delve deeper into the power of veganism in our next segment. Because every choice matters. Let's choose kindness, let's choose compassion, and let's choose a vegan lifestyle. The reality is that the dairy industry treats animals as mere commodities, exploiting them for profit. But the story doesn't end with animal welfare. What about the environmental impact? The dairy industry's footprint extends far beyond the barnyard, having serious implications for our planet. The high demand for dairy products necessitates extensive farming practices, which lead to water pollution from runoff filled with hormones, antibiotics, and waste. Then there's the issue of deforestation. Vast tracts of land are cleared to make way for grazing pastures, disrupting ecosystems and contributing to habitat loss for countless species. But the environmental damage doesn't stop there. Dairy production is a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, more specifically, methane, a gas that is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide in trapping heat in our atmosphere. This exacerbates the effects of climate change, posing a threat to our planet's delicate ecological balance. So, it's clear, the dairy industry is not only harming animals, but it's also damaging our planet. Now, let's talk about a solution. Have you ever considered veganism? This lifestyle choice, which abstains from the use of any animal products, stands as a beacon of hope against the often grim reality of the dairy industry. Veganism is not just about what we eat, it's a holistic approach to living that seeks to minimize harm to all creatures and our shared environment. By opting for a vegan lifestyle, we refuse to contribute to the suffering of animals, and we take a stand against the cruel practices that are unfortunately commonplace in the dairy industry. The transition to veganism also has profound benefits for our planet. The dairy industry is a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. By choosing plant-based alternatives, we can drastically reduce our carbon footprint, preserve our forests, and safeguard our water resources. And let's not forget about the health benefits. A well-planned vegan diet is rich in essential nutrients, and it's associated with lower risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. But what about taste, you ask? You'll be pleasantly surprised by the myriad of delicious vegan alternatives to dairy, from creamy almond milk to tangy cashew cheese, from rich coconut yogurt to decadent vegan ice cream. The options are endless. These products not only taste great, but they also spare countless animals from suffering and reduce environmental impact. Veganism, therefore, is a powerful tool in our hands. It allows us to express our compassion for animals, protect our planet, and improve our health, all while enjoying a diverse and delicious diet. By choosing veganism, we can stand against the cruelty of the dairy industry and work towards a more compassionate and sustainable world. Remember, every choice matters. Choose kindness, choose compassion, choose vegan.